Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The first channel that we're looking at today is Protect Sports, a very generous and supportive creator who came onto the scene here at Tuber Chat just blazing with 2 channels, as a matter of fact. ALOT, capital A, capital L, capital O, capital T, is the second channel from Protect Sports, but this is a dynamic creator who always has engaging conversations going on their channel. As you can see, they do a lot of live streaming. I've been happy to catch them many times. So we've got quite a busy beginning again, so thank you everybody for coming in early. Happy New Year to those of you who haven't been to Tuber Chat yet. This is our second live stream for the new year, and I'm happy to have everybody here. I know we've got a couple of new channels in the chat. I'm going to start welcoming everybody, and then we will get to spinning our wheel of doom and get some more channels on the screen and see what everybody's got coming up for us today. So, yeah, we've got a handful of new channels here today. Angel Downstairs Rachel, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming back in. We've got a few members in the house. Corinne's Life, House of Entertainment Inc., Jenny O'Brien, our silver member, is here, as well as Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, and Kristen Welton is always in the chat as a member and a moderator. Carrie Beth, Happy New Year. It's great to see you back again. Janae Vlogs, good to see you here. Gemma's, forgive me if that's Gemma or Gemma's Journey Grace. Good to see you here. Mariska Van Bunderen, it's always a pleasure to have you in the chat. Miner Zach123, great to have you back. And a couple of new channels. MOS6510 Models. Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing that right for you. And then Naz and Rick Vlogs. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Chilled Moon, it's great to have you back. Thanks for coming in. And our beloved moderators, Scratch and PPA and Michael's Adventures are also in the house. Ecstasy, good to see you back. And Stiff Breast Entertainment, good to have you in the house as well. Hopefully everybody's already doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. For those of you who are brand new to Tuber Chat, just please take a moment to read our updated video description. It goes over the process of how we connect to each other so that you can maximize your time here, and describes how exactly the Wheel of Doom works. Particularly, please don't be shy. Everybody's here to connect. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and like I said, follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. It's Moss6510 Models. Very good. Okay, thank you very much for clearing that up. And then thanks for coming in. Thanks to Eve Belize. She's been an incredibly supportive creator, but especially for giving some word of mouth and sending some people over here as well. Oh, Jamma. Very good. Okay. Gemma's Journey Grace. Thank you so much, very much. Thank you very much for clearing that up for me. What I'd like to be able to do is promote you properly, so that's why I worry about pronunciation. I'd love to be able to call everybody's channel what it's supposed to be called, and please don't be shy if I'm mismentioning your, mispronouncing the name of your channel. Please don't be shy to let me know. You can do it here in the chat, or you can reach out to me on Instagram. It's all one word, Tuber Chat, so that every time you're here I can promote you properly and get your branding out there for everyone. The Avier Lifestyle, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And then Michael's Adventures just got a notification. Yesterday, notifications seemed to not be working well. We had an unbelievably, like, it might have been a record stream, as a matter of fact, for how many people came in yesterday, even though the notifications were not working. O3's back in the house. Good to see you here. Bella and Edward, good to have you in the house as well. Happy New Year to you too. And Snowcone72, good to see you here. Ninny Vlogs, good to have you back. Thanks for coming in. Sterling's Makes and Adventures is back in the house. Good to see you here. And then we don't like any spam in the chat, no one-word chats, but thank you for that. If anybody's watching the stream right now live and can't get into the chat for any reason, there's a lot of purging and glitching going on with YouTube. So you can reach out to me on Instagram and let me know, and we can do whatever we can to get you back in the chat. And then as well, if you're having that trouble on other channels, it's often from being what we called shadow banned. It's not anybody's fault. The moderators and hosts have not necessarily blocked you. It's just a glitch with YouTube. You need to be added into the approved users list, and then you'll be able to come through. Food Fight Showdown's back in the house. Great to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And Dakota Petit, good to have you back again today. Thank you very much for coming in. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat, if there was a question or a comment that you meant for me to see. I do a bad job of keeping up with the chat when we're busy, so just please be patient with me. If there's something you want me to see, mention it again, and I will keep my eyes open. Adrian Villanueva Vlogs, good to see you here, and my BFF forever, Kira Welton, is in the chat. Lady Zion, Sweet Home, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Unmasked Lifestyle, an extremely supportive creator who happens to be a silver member, is also here. So they get a guaranteed feature, as does Jenny O'Brien, every time that they're here. For today, their channel was added to the wheel at the beginning of the live stream automatically. That Blue Moon always brings positivity to our chat, so it's wonderful to have you back in here as well. And again, Protect Sports. So they have 523 subscribers, but I'm sure we can push this channel a little bit farther today, maybe even get them to the 530 that must be on their mind, a little bit farther towards their goal, which currently would be hitting the road to 600. And then Jack Dawson is coming in blazing, as always. Thank you so much for your super chat. And then Jack Dawson, just let me know. Oh, there you are. Okay. I was going to be worried if you weren't able to chat for any reason, but you're right there. So let's get Jack Dawson onto our wheel. And as a matter of fact, what we'll do, thank you for your super chat again, we'll make Jack Dawson the first channel that we look at in another moment before we start spinning. Drippy47K, thanks for coming in. And Jack Dawson just took a small bit of life off of our stream boss, which is Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters from yesterday. Pardon me for a quick moment, I'll be right back. So for those of you who are brand new to Tuber Chat, particularly the way that we connect here is to pick somebody out of the chat and say hello, just to make sure that they're paying attention. A lot of channels have to go in and out for the purpose of connecting with each other properly. And so then, once you've picked somebody, said hello, and gotten a response, then leave a single emoji next to their name letting them know that you want to connect with them. Then head to their channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes long. Better if it's 4, 5, or 6 minutes. While you're watching, leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video of at least a couple of full sentences so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. And then as well, you want to give the creator a thumbs up, always subscribe, turn on bell notifications, and then consider taking a second longer video, maybe even 10 minutes, adding it into your watch later list so that you can let that list run at any time after the stream. That way you're letting YouTube know you cared so much about that creator's content that you went back for a second video already. And so, Unmasked Lifestyle, thank you so much for your super chat. Again, that's an extremely generous creator who we talk about every day, of course, because they're a silver member. And like I said, they get a guaranteed feature for today. Their channel was added to the wheel at the beginning of the live stream automatically again. Right now, we're going to look at Jack Dawson, and then Unmasked Lifestyle will be up next. You do not have to super chat or be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen, but in the case of memberships and super chats, we just let them skip the line and get onto the screen or the wheel right away. And so when we're looking for Jack Dawson, because it's such an incredibly popular name for a channel, I find that typing in MLB The Show, which is a video game that they often play, I've caught them on several live streams playing that game. I find that makes it easy to find this channel. And we don't drop very many links here in Tuber Chat. And the reason why is because when you search, find, and click on a creator's name, you let them, you give them a little bit of a push into the algorithm, as you can imagine, especially when that starts happening hundreds of times, right? Moss6510, thank you so much for your super chat as well. For that reason, I'm just going to put you onto the wheel and just make a little mark, and you'll be up after Unmasked Lifestyle, who's coming up next. But thank you for that. and then hopefully you're enjoying your time here. Collins Trivia, I saw you come in. Forgive me for not welcoming you. I was in the middle of a speech, of course, but thank you for coming in. Always appreciate every moment that you're here. As we grow and follow more and more creators, for all of us, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all wish. So I appreciate everybody and the time that you spend here in Tuber Chat, of course. And then in Calgary, and very glad you can super chat. Can't always super chat from Saudi Arabia. There you go. Yes, Unmasked Lifestyle. That's understood. Thank you so much, especially then because of that case. Yes, that's one thing to keep in mind, right? Not everybody can super chat. Not everybody can gain memberships and things like that because of different rules in different countries and things like that. So we always want to keep that in mind. That's why here on Tuber Chat, everything is always free. I'm not going to hold back any information. You do get slight bonuses if you are a member or if you super chat, but they're not anything that takes away from any of the other creators in the live streams. And then hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. Let us get Oracles and Beyond. Cassie, thank you for coming in. Let us get to Unmasked Lifestyle now, and thank you again for your super chat. But they happen to be a silver member, so like I said, they get a guaranteed feature of some sort every single day. Jack Dawson has 1,600 subscribers, but I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther as well. Unmasked Lifestyle is a channel that I love talking about because the branding on this channel is just spectacular. Now, they happen to be a generous creator, so they're willing to swap playlists, of course, and they do the featured channels collaboration, which I recommend for everybody all the time. When you feature channels on your front page like this, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they are saying to the YouTube algorithm and to their audience that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. If you have featured Tuber Chat or my personal channel on your front page, please make sure that I know so I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that with both channels. Shutterbug Infinity, thank you for coming in. It's always good to see you here. And what do I think of your banner, Jack Dawson? Forgive me, I'm just going to go back for a second because I want to see. Interesting. Very interesting. I feel like I should know who that character is, and I don't. So you'll have to remind me. But that's interesting. And then I always talk about Unmasked Lifestyle's banner and thumbnails and stuff like that. So she is a dynamic creator, and you can see like the passion and the energy just even in the thumbnails here, right? But the ones that she's got that match the branding of the banner just make this channel stand out greatly. Meyerzack123, hopefully I welcomed you, but it's great to have you here. And forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. House of X Entertainment Inc. is in the chat. They are a joint business venture between Yo, it's your boy Leo and It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey, who most of you know. We catch them all the time on live streams. We often raid them and things like that. Let's look at Msk 6510 models. This will be a new connection for Tuber Chat, but I'm happy to see what they've got going on for us here. We've got a few new channels coming in. Wagwan Reaction, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Forgive us, we just knocked out your message just because you have a handful of emojis there. In chats like this, we always limit our emojis to 1 or 2. So forgive us for that. And Happy New Year to you, and Happy New Year to everyone here in the chat from Wagwan Reaction. It's good to have you here, especially for the first time. So Msk 6510 Models has already 3,700 subscribers, which is fantastic, but I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. We'll get them you know, to 3,720 if we can, a little bit closer on their road to 3,800. Since this is a new connection for Tuber Chat, I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your videos here, your latest 10-minute one, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full in the next 24 hours. I will leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. And then as well, I will give you a thumbs up, because we should always be doing that for each other. I will subscribe and I will turn on your bell notifications as well, and hopefully that will make our connection stick. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now and you have our notification bell on as well. We're always here on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but we move the times around so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And Unmasked Lifestyle, my pleasure always to have your channel up. You're up every day, and I love talking about it because I think your channel makes a great example. Inspiring Charm was our featured channel for yesterday, so it's great to have them in the chat again. And That Blue Moon says they're glad to be here, but it's always a pleasure having them in the chat because they always spread positivity. And I love that stuff. JetLife777 is in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I didn't welcome you earlier. I don't know how long you've been here, but I just noticed you. And members get added to the wheel as soon as I see them. So JetLife777 is getting added to the wheel right now. We will start spinning right this second. We'll see who's coming up. I have a robot called Bottissimo that I use to keep track of how active everybody is in the chat. It's not just about how long you're here, but after about half an hour to 45 minutes usually, you get added to the wheel. The wheel, of course, is random when I spin it, as you can imagine. But once your name comes up, if you're still in the chat at that time, we put your channel up on the screen and talk about it for a moment, if that's what you would like, just like we're doing with Two Pineapples right now. They happen to be live most days, very long live streams, because they've got an active volcano in their area in Hawaii, and they've been able to cover that and found some success with that as well, including a live stream that went to 10,000 views, if you can imagine. Which is good news. Thrill Seeks is in the house, but they're a silver member, so they're already on the wheel. Thank you for coming in. And then Unmasked Lifestyle, guest on Tuesday to speak on stress and health. So there you go. Unmasked Lifestyle has got a very special guest on Tuesday to talk about stress and health on their channel, and then you have already scheduled it on your page. So as you're connecting with Unmasked Lifestyle, you might want to put a reminder on for that live stream, and it is going to be 10 a.m. Calgary time, which to me is, if I guess right, it should be 1 p.m. Eastern, and then hopefully everybody can enjoy that as well. Oh, Corinne's Life, hopefully I welcomed you when I put you on the wheel. And Tia and Lance, it's good to see you back in the house as well. You're already on the wheel because you have a silver membership, which means you get a guaranteed feature of some sort every single day. And for now, we put channels on the wheel at the beginning of the live stream automatically. So as well, one thing that a few creators have pointed out that I just want to talk about, and I don't really say it enough, when we're here in Tuber Chat, it's a much different atmosphere than when you're in a creator's live stream, particularly if they don't do the connecting that we do here, visiting each other's houses and things like this. So one of the things that you want to always keep in mind is etiquette when you're in other people's live streams. A lot of hosts get turned off right away if you walk in and start saying like, hey, let's bake, hey, let's roll, hey, let's dance, and, you know, give me cookies and stuff like that. So it's a good idea always to hop into a live stream, watch for a moment before saying anything at all. Always say hello to the host. That's the best etiquette, is to, it helps sometimes get you noticed, but it's just polite when you're walking in, because they are doing, for those of you who live stream, you know what a job it is hosting a live stream. For moderators as well, you might want to say hello to them and just see what's happening first. If anybody else is cooking or baking or dancing or any of the other silly things that we say, before jumping in. You might even want to ask if it's okay. You know, you can say to the host, we all know what baking and dancing is now, so you can say like, hey, is it okay to bake here, this and that, and then they might do it. The other thing too is I will hop into a live stream and not aggressively start hammering people, but what I usually do is walk in and say hello to each person. You don't want to necessarily do it all at once because you don't want to spam a chat ever, even if your intentions are good. So maybe what you do is say hello to 2 people, let a couple more people say something, say hello to 2 more people, use different emojis and stuff like that. It's just suggestions. I never want to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do. What I'd like to do more is just mention what I do, for instance, and then you can make the right decisions for your own channel and your own accounts. But it's a thought, just because it's been brought up a few times and I don't really talk about it, but I'm happy to talk about anything anybody wants here. For those of you who are new to Tuber Chat, I happen to be a professional channel manager. That's how I started on YouTube. but I learn from creators of all sizes every single day, and my wish is that we share our knowledge here so that everybody can make the right decisions for their own channels, myself included. So that's 2 pineapples. I'm going to spin the wheel and we'll get another channel up here. Norma Grabby, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. Forgive me if I haven't welcomed anybody. We're moving a little bit quickly today. But hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. Lift to Eat, it's great to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. And we're going to look at Simply Royce in a second. Pardon me for a moment, and I'll be right back, and we'll have that on the screen. Simply Royce happens to be a silver member, so they get that guaranteed feature that I keep talking about every day. For now, what we're doing is putting those channels onto the wheel at the beginning of the live streams automatically. If you've mentioned a question or a comment that you wanted me specifically to see in the chat and I've missed it, just please be patient with me. Mention it again. The chat's moving quite quickly, and I will be happy to keep my eyes open now and see if I can catch everything. Angel Light Over Darkness just came in the house. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to put you on the wheel. I'm being silly. Angel Light Over Darkness, who just became monetized, is now on the wheel. So thank you for coming in, and Happy New Year to you. And Unmasked Lifestyle, thank you again for another generous super chat. Thank you so much for that. That Blue Moon makes more videos about the USA than their own place. That's interesting. That's very interesting. But it's nice that to start noticing the patterns on your channel, right? That's what can help give you a little bit of an idea of what you should be doing more stuff. And then Norma Grabby. So what happens here is we don't really play videos while we're here in the live stream. The idea is as you're connecting with creators, they are all expecting to subscribe to you. So everybody here in Tuber Chat is expecting to subscribe to your channel after you subscribe to theirs. But what that means is that every time you come out with new videos, you're going to get new friends and family members who truly care coming back to watch and give you comments and likes and all the other things that we need. So I haven't asked yet if anybody has the ability to share the stream out, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network. I will appreciate it, of course. It helps us get found easier and brings new creators in. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up, they mean more now than ever. So I'll appreciate that as well. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. We should always be doing that for each other, but it really does help the stream, so I'll appreciate it here as well. Charities Media has just come in blazing again, so thank you so much for your super chat. We're going to look at that channel next. Let me just see if I can copy and paste properly. And there's ProTech Sports coming in with a super chat as well. That's our featured channel for today. We looked at that channel for the first 10 minutes of today's live stream, but they are always walking in here and generously supporting the channel. So for that reason, they were featured today. So thank you, ProTech Sports. And as I said, they've got 2 channels. They also come in here with ALOT that we're all familiar with. And then anybody's free to come in with 2 channels. The only thing I ever ask is that everybody treats them separately. 2 Pineapples, thank you for coming in. We had your channel up on the screen about 5 minutes ago, but it's great to see you here, and I'm glad that you're having so much success with the volcano activity that you've got going on. It's great that you're able to cover that. And then as well, we did talk about the etiquette that we want to always be using when we're hopping into live streams, unlike Tuber Chat. Timer Team, good to see you back. Thank you for coming in. And Kevin Msk Vlogs, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in as well. So, this is Charities Media. Thank you one more time for your super chat. Now, we're not sure how many subscribers they have, but that's okay. What we want to do is just subscribe to this channel and push them a little bit farther and get them on the road to the next goal that they're looking for. Let's spin the wheel and we'll see who's going to come up next. There's Msk Family Vlogs coming in, so I'm going to get them onto the wheel right away because they happen to be a member. And once we get through a few more channels, I will start adding names to the wheel. So Kristen Welton is coming up next, and let me find her on the wheel. Kristen Welton is my love. We live together in Niagara Falls, Canada with Kira Welton, who's also in the chat. That makes her my BFF forever. And Kristen is always in the chat as a member and a moderator. So we've got her channel up right now. She's got some new material coming. She's been filming this weekend, and hopefully we'll see that stuff soon. She does a variety of different things on her channel, but she's also willing to swap playlists. I haven't talked about that yet, but I'll mention it again in a moment. And then she does the featured channels collaboration here as well. When we talk about swapping playlists, if anybody in the chat is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you for that purpose. I know Ecstasy is willing to do it as well. And if you see somebody say that they're willing to swap playlists and you're willing, please don't be shy. Please reach out to them, and everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. If you find that there are any creators in the chat not connecting the right way, or you're having trouble with people swapping playlists and stuff like that, you can reach out to me on Instagram. It's all one word, Tuber Chat, and I will do my best to address it discreetly, of course. And Timer Team, teach you how to get people to your live streams. I can certainly talk about that. Purple Tube, thanks for coming in. So Tuber Chat was built, for instance, we started last May, and in the first live stream we probably had 20 or 30 people come through, maybe 40 max. And that kept on for a little while. Now we got to a point that, like yesterday, it was well over 120 channels that came through in a 2.5 hour period. Typically, we get anywhere from 80 to 100 channels that come through in a 2.5 hour period. But we are also on episode number 133 today. So when you think about that, there's two ways to go about trying to get people into your live streams. One, you can try to pack one live stream at a time, but that takes money, if not time. And then otherwise, what you can do is build your channel up slowly and solidly. You can bet that even if I don't do any social media promotion over the next little while, Tuber Chat will still have very busy live streams for about a month, even if I stopped working on it right now. That's what you want, in my opinion, so that you can, the work gets easier as time goes on and the chat gets busier, let's just say. But one of the things that I recommend for everybody is to utilize as many social networks as you can, because they're free. And you can advertise, you can spend money if that's what you wish to do. If you do, I hope that you measure and really make sure you're getting the value for the dollars that you're spending. There's lots of different ways to do that. But social networks in the beginning are free. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit. That's why I hammer all of those so very hard. Every single live stream that we put out is promoted on all of those networks. Now, if you can imagine, Tuber Chat started with 0, as does everybody. And if you look at each one of the social networks, you'll see that there hasn't been any cheating or any advertising of any kind. Not that it's wrong. I'm just saying that I haven't done it. So when you look, Reddit now is approaching 100 people. Twitter, I think, is approaching 100 people. Facebook is not very many people are really using Facebook with us. And then Instagram, I forget if we're 400 or something like that. So you can imagine after all this time, it's not like I've tried to blow those things up with buying followers and stuff like that. Not that it matters. But I'm just saying, if you have the time, everything in life costs time or money, right? Especially on social media. But if you can utilize the social networks to your advantage, it grows and grows and grows. I've done tutorials on my personal channel for comments with TubeBuddy, posting on Twitter, and posting on Instagram. And I expect to do much more, especially here at Tuber Chat. But for now, those might give you a little bit of a start. If you're not already very active on Instagram or Twitter, those might point you in the right direction and give you a little bit of a push. There might be a couple of things in there you hadn't thought of before, and I appreciate everybody's feedback, of course, so I can continue to get better as well. Baskets is in the house. Thanks for coming in. And Janetti's Corner, good to see you here as well. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. when I tend to get into these long speeches, I do a really bad job of keeping up in the chat. But if there's anything you've asked or mentioned that you wanted me to see specifically, just please be patient with me. Mention it again. I will keep my eyes open and try to catch anything that I've missed. Mr. Fulton Mraz is in the house. He's been doing a lot of interviews lately, especially including one with Kristen Welton recently, and then one with myself. But since you're a member, I've got you on the wheel right away now. And then I'm just trying to catch up and see if I've missed anything. So hopefully those answers were okay, Timer Team. I know I'm not giving you a lot of like specific how-to when I say that, but the how-to is always there. The idea is just simply to utilize as much of the social networks as possible. Word of mouth really helps. You got to remember, when you're on YouTube, you are always marketing. Everything you do, from your channel name to every message you send in a chat, every comment you leave on a video, the fact that you hopefully thumbs up and never thumbs down, and things like that, the way you talk to creators as you get to know each other and hopefully have some friendships build and start talking online, it's all marketing. So just keep that in mind. And if you're always spreading positivity and optimism, my guess is that your channel will eventually start to fly. And then hopefully I haven't missed too much in the chat. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. As long as you're still active in the chat, of course I will get around to everybody. This is Msk Family Vlogs. They happen to be a dynamic family of creators, and they happen to be members, so their channel was added to the wheel. As soon as I saw them today, they are at 595, which means today I am very sure that we've got 5 creators in the chat that haven't connected to Msk Family Vlogs yet, but I assure you there's as much to be learned as entertained by on their channel, and possibly even inspired by. So I hope we can get them 5 creators right now to subscribe. We'll get this channel to 600. Fish Snatcher, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the chat. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. I wonder if House of X Entertainment, I wonder if you've seen my my t-shirts yet. I don't know if you were here when we were talking about them yesterday, but it's funny because I noticed that like so many of us are using the term thrive, thrive together and stuff like that. And I had ordered these shirts back in September, and it just finally got to a point that they were ready to post just for the new year. But I wanted you to see them, so they're pretty creative. I got a few different colors. There's men's and women's sizes. The links are in the video description, but I just wanted to show everybody. So forgive my self-promotion, but there you go. TWT, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. That's TWT TV. Mel's Kitchen and Lifestyle. Yep, hopefully you're doing okay. A Queen and a Boss is in the house. And did I miss another channel? I hope I didn't miss anybody coming in. I thought we had another brand new channel, but Fish Snatcher and Mel's Kitchen and Style, or sorry, yeah, that's right, Mel's Kitchen and Style. Hopefully you can take a moment just to read our video description so you know how everything works here, and hopefully you're feeling welcome. You can connect to anybody at all in the chat. Just please take your time, meet people one by one. Christian Nomad has 754 subscribers, so they're chugging along nicely. I'd love it if we could get this channel a little bit closer to the 760 that must be on their mind right now, and we'll push them a little bit closer on their road to 800. Since they're a silver member, they get a guaranteed feature every day. In today's case, we put their channel on the screen, or on the wheel rather, at the beginning of the live stream automatically. And that Blue Moon, I always appreciate your kind words. I hope you're meeting new friends and family members for your channel as well. I always appreciate the positivity that Blue Moon brings to the chat. And Miner Zach123, hopefully you're meeting new friends and family members for your channel as well. And let's spin the wheel. Let's get another channel up here. We got a busy day today again, but eventually I'll get to adding some names to the wheel, hopefully in another 10 or 15 minutes. Here's Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. This is a creator that came to us from Corinne's Life, who also is a member and also is in the chat. And Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More has 1,050-ish subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther, maybe even get them to the 1,060 that must be on their mind. We'd love to see this channel hit 1,100, maybe even by the end of the weekend. Might be a stretch, but I think it's possible. And then other than that, it looks like everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for the stream, it really does help, and I'll appreciate it. If you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it. But you don't lose your place, and it only takes a moment, so I'll thank everybody for that. ProTech Sports is asking how everybody is. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. Hopefully everybody's new year is off to a great start. And then Mel's Kitchen and Style. The best idea is always to... Anybody that's new to Tuber Chat, the best idea here is always to make the first move, reach out to other creators, and what happens here is the opposite of a lot of live streams, where here you're expected to make the first move, support another creator, watch their video, give them a comment and a like, subscribe to them, turn on their notification bell, then come back and let them know that you've done that, and then they will turn around and do the same for you. Fish Snatcher, thank you for smashing that like button. It really does help, and we need those likes more than ever now, so thank you for that. Drippy 47K, hopefully you're meeting some new friends and family members as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I forgot to take Sam's Vlogs off, but it's okay. We'll get to it in a second. And we're going to look at Jenny O'Brien. This is a channel that's been a silver member of Tuber Chat for many months now. And she happens to be a very generous and supportive creator. She also happens to be a fellow Canadian. I'm coming to you right now from Niagara Falls, Canada, and Jenny O'Brien is not too far. So she's very supportive both of Tuber Chat and of myself personally. So it's always a pleasure to have her channel up. She's got over 2,000 subscribers now at about 2,040, and hopefully we'll push her a little bit farther, maybe even to 2,050, get her on the road to 2,100. Just Vlogging Life is in the house. That's our gold member, so their channel is added to the wheel at the beginning of the live stream automatically, as well as their link is dropped in the chat every 30 minutes or so by Nightbot, as we have seen. And I'm just scanning through the chat now to see if I'm missing very much. And again, so Jenny O'Brien, I hope if you haven't subscribed to this channel, then you will. We'll push them a little bit farther. Poetically Yours by Javier Santa Maria is in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Life Will Change. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully you're meeting new friends and family members already. And then it looks like everybody's doing okay. Again, if we have a lot of new creators the last 2 days, so if anybody finds that there's any creators not connecting the right way, we look at it, of course, as a misunderstanding to start with. But please reach out to me on Instagram if you'd like to. Let me know, and then I can address it in the chat discreetly if we need to. The Cruz family's in the house. Thank you for coming in. Always good to see you here. And then thank you, That Blue Moon. Welcome to Malia's World. Thank you for coming in as well. Good to see you here. And then Sterling's Makes and Adventures is willing to swap playlists. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists, please just simply say so, and other creators should reach out to you. I'm willing to do it. Kristen Welton's willing to do it. There's lots of channels in the chat that will be happy to do that with you. Mr. Fulton Mraz, good to see you here. And Team Gravely, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for coming in. This is your first time with Tuber Chat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. This is Angel Light Over Darkness. She just became monetized last week, but with 1,080 subscribers, she is very close on her road to 1,100, and hopefully we can push her. She's always spreading positivity and optimism on her channel, as you can see. BKTV, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Always happy to have you in the chat. I am always good, living the dream. Hopefully your new year is off to a great start, and hoping you're having a good day as well. Moss6510 says there's some nice channels so far. Yes, absolutely. As I tell stories about the channels that come through the chat, and particularly the ones I put on the screen, you'll get to know the kind of community that Tuber Chat has, and that I'm fortunate to be able to host every time we live stream. And then the thought is, every time you're here, hopefully we'll get your channel on the screen, and over time I get to know the creators behind the channels, and I can feature your channel better and better and better every time you're here. Nikki Nichols, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And then Poetically Yours by Javier Santa Maria. Thank you so much for asking. I'm always doing good. I am living the dream. So hopefully you're doing well also, and hopefully your new year is off to a great start. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and we'll see what's happening. House of X Entertainment Inc. I was just talking about them. There's a lot of creators in the small YouTuber community that use the word thrive, for instance, because we all wish to thrive together, and hence that's a term that we use often. I wonder if we'll see it here in their live streams. I've seen it recently. Oh, maybe they cut the live streams, or maybe it's on their personal channel that they use it more often. But you'll find that being mentioned by House of X Entertainment Inc. often. They are they are a dynamic couple of creators. This is It's Me, Wanston, Yes Honey, and Yo, It's Your Boy Leo together. Classy Cookery, good to see you here. And Mazin Ajami, thank you for coming in. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right for you, Mazin Aljami, but here in Tuber Chat, we don't do any self-promotion, so do me a favor, please. Just hang out for a minute and watch, and then see how everybody interacts with each other in the chat. Also, please take a moment to read our video description, and that talks about how everything works and how you can meet other creators, and how, in fact, we can actually help you if that's what you would like. And then yeah, it looks like other than that, everybody's doing okay. And then, yeah, so a couple of the things that we want to always remember when we're here in the chat at Tuber Chat, and not just here, but especially in other chats on other live streams that are similar to Tuber Chat when we're connecting with each other, like Runny Egg just walked in the house as I was about to mention their name. Their ears must have been ringing. And when you're in like Runny Egg, when you're in Meldon, Amra, or Happy Lux, or other live streams like this, you always want to be using very few emojis, limiting usually to 1 or 2. And then as well, we always want to spell our numbers out. So if you're going to use a number for any reason, you always want to use the words that represent that number. It's just considered like good etiquette in chats like this. It doesn't really apply to most other entertaining live streams on YouTube, but when we're doing what we're doing here, growing our channels, you always want to keep those couple things in mind, and be careful about too much self-promotion, because you can find yourself timed out or banned by moderators and hosts, and I don't wish that for everybody. I can't live stream 24 hours a day, so when you're not able to be in Tuber Chat, I'd love for you to be outgrowing your channel in other live streams like Runny Egg, for instance. And thank you for asking. I'm always doing good, Runny Egg. Hopefully you're doing well also. Hopefully your New Year's off to a great start. So Runny Egg also runs another live stream like what I'm talking about, very similar to what we do here in Tuber Chat. You connect exactly the same way, and then he's very knowledgeable on all things YouTube and shares his knowledge for the betterment of the community, as do I and as do many other hosts. The idea is that if we share our knowledge, we can truly all thrive together and give our channel solid and strong foundations. So hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. If you've mentioned anything that you meant for me to see or asked a question, then please just mention it again. I'll keep my eyes open. Lots of Toys to See is in the house. They happen to be a member, so I'm going to get their channel onto the wheel right away, and I'll spin. Once again, House of X Entertainment Inc. is a joint business venture between Yo, It's Your Boy Leo, and It's Me, Wanston, Yes Honey, but they are extremely supportive and generous creators. This is a joint channel between the two of them. They do a lot of interviews. Kristen and I, as a matter of fact, will be interviewed by House of X Entertainment in about a week's time. I'm going to see if I can find that live stream already set up on your channel. It was set up. unless they've hidden it for now and then they'll release it after again. But that's okay. On January the 10th, I think we're expecting to be interviewed together. So let's spin, and we'll get another channel up here and see what's happening. Gibby's World is in the house. That happens to be another silver member, but they get a guaranteed feature of some kind every single day. So for today, again, their channel was added to the wheel at the beginning of the live stream automatically. Here comes Lots of Toys to See. That's some serious luck in the chat there with the wheel, because they just came in, or I just noticed them anyway, and they got picked right away by the wheel. Gold Sun's channel, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. This is your first time with Tuber Chat. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time and meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. Lots of Toys to See is another dynamic creator with some pretty entertaining content for all of us. So I'm hoping you'll subscribe to this channel. With 1,200 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther and get them moving on the road towards 1,300. And then Life Will Change is mentioning they're willing to swap playlists as well. And then Mr. Fulton Mraz, your girlfriend is here in Tuber Chat as well. What's your girlfriend's channel's name, Mr. Fulton Mraz? He's been talking about bringing his girlfriend into Tuber Chat for a while, so I want to make sure she gets a warm welcome and hopefully gets some great connections here in Tuber Chat with other channels as well. And it looks like other than that, everybody's doing okay. Caitlin Dunn, there you are. That's Caitlin. That's Mr. Fulton Mraz's girlfriend's channel. So thank you for coming in. This is your first time with Tuber Chat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. Mr. Fulton Mraz will show you how it's done, but we just simply reach out to another creator. The idea is we believe in supporting others much more than we expect to be supported, knowing that that will come back to us. We give much more than we expect to receive, but we see that it pays off time and time and time again. And then that Blue Moon is saying they have a huge wish that everyone will reach their goals, even their self, and wishes everybody the best of luck, which is the kind of positivity that we all need. You know, after the year that everybody's had, it's great to see so much positivity and optimism starting the year 2021. I hope everybody was able to catch a few live streams over the last 48 hours or so, because there was so much positivity and optimism with New Year's celebrations, even though they were all virtual. But it's just heartwarming to see that kind of stuff, and I hope everybody got a little bit of positivity and optimism to start their year off. Naz and Rick Vlogs, good to see you enjoying your time here in Tuber Chat. Hopefully you're meeting some new friends and family members as well, but I appreciate your kind words. Declan Fans 2020's in the house, and the YT Buddies just came in. Great to see you here. I know it's a little bit late for you, but thank you for coming in. The live streams are going to get earlier over the next couple of days. And then Retsam TV, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. This is your first time with Tuber Chat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. This is JetLife777. They happen to be a member, so I put their channel on the screen as soon as I saw them today, and hopefully everybody will subscribe to this channel. They've been with Tuber Chat a while now and have already been featured on Tuber Chat. As a matter of fact, we feature a different channel every single day based on some form of generosity that I see within the community. So hopefully everybody will subscribe to them. We'll push them a little bit closer to maybe even 440 subscribers. Get them a little bit moving, get them moving a little bit faster on that road to 500. And then if anybody has the ability to share the stream out, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I will appreciate that greatly. It helps us get found easier and brings more creators into Tuber Chat so we can continue to grow. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate that as well. We need them now more than ever. But I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it. You don't lose your place. It only takes a second, but it really does help the stream, so I'll appreciate it greatly. I'm going to spin the wheel one more time in another moment, and then I'm going to start adding some names to the wheel. from the people in the chat here. Huntophobia, good to see you here. And Gold Sun's channel, the best idea here in Tuber Chat is to make the first move. So please don't be shy. What happens for those of you who are brand new to Tuber Chat today or have only been here once or twice, most of the creators that come through Tuber Chat are creators that have been here before, whether it's many times or a few times, whether it's weekly or monthly, and they will not go to a brand new channel right away until they see how you interact with everybody else in the chat first to make a judgment call for themselves as to whether you may be genuine before they will connect with you. So the best idea is always to make the first move so that you can meet new friends and family members right away, and that way you can take control of the situation for yourself. So let's spin. Let's spin, and I will add some names to the wheel as soon as we get the next channel up on the screen. Ecstasy seems to be having a good time and spreading some more positivity through the chat, which is great. I hope Just Vlogging Life is still in the chat with us because it's time to look at their channel right now. They are a gold member, so their channel is added to the wheel at the beginning of the live stream automatically. And what I'm going to do right now I'm going to pin this comment at the top of the live stream. This is Just Vlogging Life, our gold member. So their channel not only gets a guaranteed feature every day, including being added to the wheel automatically at the beginning of the live stream, but also keeps getting, also gets their link dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, as we've seen. Right now, what I've done is pin their link to the top of the chat. So if you haven't already connected with Just Vlogging Life, I hope that you will. When you're thinking about different ways that you can support Tuber Chat, if you like what I'm doing here and you like what's happening, there's many different ways to support the channel. And one of the things you can do is make sure you're supporting our members, because they've generously been able to support the channel financially. And not everybody can do that, and I understand that, and it's absolutely fine. That's why we keep everything free here on Tuber Chat, and we just give small bonuses to our members and super chatters and things like that that don't take away from anything else that we do. But it will be of great help to me and of Tuber Chat if you support our members and super chatters, as well as our moderators and everybody that you can in the chat. So, Just Vlogging Life's link is now pinned if you want to support them, and I will appreciate it if you do. They've got 276 subscribers. I'm sure we can get them to 280 and a little bit closer on that road to 300. I did promise I was going to start adding names to the wheel, so I'm going to do it right now. I'm just looking over at my robot, Bautissimo here, who keeps track of everything for me. Carrie Beth is coming up right now. And That Blue Moon. I'm going to be happy to see this new channel, Naz and Rick Vlogs. And let's put XTC on there. And I'm going to get you to pardon me for a second. When I come back, we will spin the wheel. Okay, so I did say that we are going to spin. Let's spin right now. And I just want to make a note. So for those of you especially who haven't been to Tuber Chat very many times yet, or if you're brand new, it's very important that we leave long, meaningful comments, preferably of a couple of sentences, so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filter. What can happen in growth streams like this is you may find a lot of friends and family members. It's possible to easily meet 10 or 20 people in a Tuber Chat live stream. What I don't wish is for you to have all of those connections taken away in the next 2 days by YouTube, and sometimes we see that kind of stuff happening. It comes from not watching videos that are long enough, not watching full videos, and not leaving comments that are long enough. As well, I hope you're giving thumbs up to everybody that you support and putting the notification bell on, as you see I do with every single creator. As a matter of fact, for fun, let's just see right now. Forgive me, I'm goofing off with my phone here. Okay, so I've only got 8. Oh, I might have cleared it. So I've only got 8 notifications right now, if you can see that. I know it's tough with the green screen. Maybe it's not going to come through. Anyway, but you see my notifications up on the top of the screen here. Now, it's only going to say 9+, but I will likely have 20 or 30 notifications by the time our live stream is done. And I just hope that everybody's putting notification bells on for everybody. That Blue Moon was previously featured on Tuber Chat, of course. This is a channel that always brings positivity into our chat, so it's always a pleasure having them here. But I'm hoping everybody will subscribe to this channel. With 367 subscribers, we can certainly get them past 370 right now, and hopefully a little bit closer on their road to 400. And then hopefully everybody is doing okay. And Huntophobia is talking about swapping playlists. If anybody wants to swap playlists, you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat, and other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody mention it and you're willing, please reach out to them. Don't be shy. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. SarahTube 2021, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in the chat. And feel free to connect with anybody that you'd like to. Team Gravely is wishing Happy New Year to everyone. So yes, hopefully everybody's New Year is off to a great start, including that Blue Moon, who I keep talking about spreading positivity through our chat. Let's spin the wheel and see who's coming up next. Let's talk about it with Anita's in the house. That's an incredibly supportive creator, not to mention she is very much loved and well respected, not only in the Tuber Chat community, but in the small YouTuber community at large. And now we're going to look at Naz and Rick vlogs. This is a new connection for Tuber Chat. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos, and I usually look for something around 10 minutes long. So I'll see what I can find here. I'll take this 11-minute one and I will add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I will watch your video in full. I will leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video, and I'll give you a thumbs up, of course. I'll subscribe, turn your notification bell on, and make sure that that connection sticks. Hopefully you're connected to Tuber Chat now and subscribed, and you have our notification bell on as well, so that you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But we move the times around so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And SarahTube 2021, Happy New Year to you too. And hopefully everybody otherwise is doing okay. Once again, we just want to make sure that we are always watching full videos of at least 3 minutes long. If we're watching videos that are shorter than that, your connection probably won't stick and you'll lose them all. And I don't wish for that. And then Life with Rose and Ann, good to see you here. And I did see Business Basics with Mr. Long come in. Thank you for coming in. Happy New Year to you. Hopefully you're doing well. Naz and Rick Vlogs, we're all set. So we will be connected in the next 24 hours. And then Moz6510 Models. Yeah, hopefully you're making the first move and reaching out to other creators. That's where the best success is found here on Tuber Chat. You will find a few creators will go to you, but because you're new to Tuber Chat, most creators will wait to see how you interact with everybody first, because we always want to make sure everybody's connecting the right way. We don't want to lose our connections by watching videos that are too short or leaving comments that are too short and stuff like that. This is Corinne's life. She has been an incredibly generous and supportive creator to Tuber Chat for quite some time now, has brought us a lot of other creators, including Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and more. And hopefully everybody will support this channel. With 914 subscribers, I'm sure we can push her beyond 920 today and get her a little bit closer. She is officially on the road to 1K. And then, yeah, it looks like we're doing okay, but I do definitely need to add a couple more names to the wheel, so I'll do that right now. Miner Zach 123 and Collins Trivia can be added. Angel Downstairs Rachel has been with us for a while. Let's spin and see what's going on. Thank you, Corinne's Life. It's my pleasure having you up. And then SarahTube 2021. We don't do any self-promotion here. So what I'm going to ask from you is, actually I'll leave a message. I'm not sure if that's a channel. Whenever I see a creator that doesn't have an avatar set, I assume that it's not a channel, but we'll see. And pardon me for 1 second while I just have... Okay, Cole Sterling. Sterling's Makes and Adventures was in here before. Oh, thank you, SarahTube 2021. Thank you so much. Okay, so we just don't do any self-promotion here. So the object is to make the first move, reach out to other creators. I noticed that Baskets is reaching out to you right now, which means they've been to your channel, watched a video, left a comment. Now they're waiting for you to do the same thing. So go ahead and connect with them and then just keep that going, and you can meet as many new friends here in Tuber Chat as you would like. I'm going to put Angel Downstairs Rachel up in a second, but I've got to take care of something. So we're going to do a quick tutorial. So for those of you who have ever been shadow banned, if you've tried typing in a live stream and you feel like you're being ignored or nobody can see your messages, it's not necessarily because you're banned. Let's get Sterling's Makes and Adventures up here. So I'm going to show you how to add a channel into your approved users list. So what we do is copy the URL from the channel that you're looking at, go into your, I went into the wrong place there. I'm supposed to be in YouTube Studio. The Danaik Ali, thank you for coming in. And then Vera Yuja, thank you for coming in. This is your first time with Tuber Chat, but please take a moment to read our video description, and then you will read our, you'll find our full procedure for exactly what we do here, how to connect with everybody, and how to maximize your time here. So what we do when we get into the YouTube studios, go down to the bottom left to your settings, go to your community, and it takes mine just a second to pop up because I've got quite a bit of stuff in there. I'm going to put Sterling's Makes and Adventures into my approved users list, and then hopefully they'll be able to come back into the chat. They were here earlier, and now their messages are being held for some reason. So here's the approved users list. First, we have moderators, where you're able to add and monitor those. And then as well, we have the approved users list. You see we've got a lot of creators in here, including some of our paid members, which is surprising. Now, Sterling's Makes and Adventures is already in there. So I'm not going to worry about it then. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm just leaving them a message on Instagram. Anybody can reach out to me on Instagram at any time if you feel there's anything I need to address in the chat. PF Wangs, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. Oh, hit the like. Okay, yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for the thumbs up on the way in the chat. And Nelia and David's channel, thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. And then Moz6510. No, we looked at your channel earlier, right? Am I missing something here? I thought we looked at your channel. Let's get Angel downstairs, Rachel up here. I'm going to go look at something in another window over here, and I'll be right back. Unless I accidentally took you off the wheel, but I thought we already had, I thought we already looked at your channel earlier. I thought I connected to you. If I'm wrong, I'll fix it. Don't worry about that. I'd always rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not at all. And then, no, I'm pretty sure that because you gave a super chat, we looked at your channel already. But what I'm going to do is I'll put it back on the wheel anyway. And we'll have another look. Okay, other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. If there's anything that I've missed in the chat, if you've asked a question or commented something specifically that you would like me to see, just please be patient with me. Mention it again. I'll keep my eyes open and try to catch that. And then let me see if... And then... Okay, Sterling's Makes and Adventures is there. Very good. I didn't mean to spin already. This is Angel downstairs, Rachel. She's got 55 subscribers, but I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther, get her to the 60 that must be on her mind right now, and push her a little bit farther on that road to the first 100, which is the first major milestone that we all look forward to. We're going to look at Gibbri's World now. They were in the chat earlier. This is a silver member, which means that they get a guaranteed feature of some sort every single day. For today, their channel was added to the wheel at the beginning of the live stream automatically. Excuse me, wow. With 104 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther, maybe even get them to 110 and get them on that road to 200, get them really moving. They've been an incredibly supportive creator to Tuber Chat, and I'm hoping everybody will rally around this channel and push them a little bit farther. The LS crew is in the house. Thanks for coming in. And then, so the LS crew is here. Now we've got our first couple of thumbs down. That's interesting. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, they mean more now than ever. So I'm hoping everybody will give a thumbs up. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but it only takes a moment. You don't lose your place. and it really does help the stream. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when they're out there supporting. We should always be doing that for each other, but like I said, they mean more now than ever. So if you haven't already given a thumbs up, then I hope that you will. Jesse's TV Obiang, good to see you back in the chat. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as you're still active in the chat, of course, I'll get around to everybody. And Classy Cookery looks like they're doing okay as well. Very good. So let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. Chrissy L., good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. This is your first time with Tuber Chat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. Oh, the Denike Ali Tuber Chat's finally at a point now where we get at least a couple thumbs down on every live stream, but usually it's the same creators who keep coming back doing it. So what I do is I just, I never used to pay a lot of attention to it, but now I just kind of watch and see who comes in, who was the last 1 or 2 channels to come in right when the thumbs down happen. And not that it matters, like what can you do about it anyway, right? As long as you keep your averages up. So this is what I mean. If we need thumbs up more than ever now, so if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, of course, it really does help the stream. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up, and I hope that nobody here would ever thumbs down anybody at all for any reason. There's 37 million channels to choose from on YouTube. I'm sure there's even more than that now. I've been saying that for 6 months already, but hopefully everybody's just being supportive. We need as much positivity and optimism as possible these days. I'm sure everybody would agree. And the LS crew is taken off now, which is fine. Mr. Games is in the house. Thank you for coming in. This is Colin's Trivia with 900 subscribers exactly. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther and get that 900 locked in for them. They are officially on the road to 1K now, and I'd love to see them get there. Might be a stretch to think they can do it this weekend, but they can certainly get there within not too long from now. So I'm hoping everybody will rally around this channel. We'll get Colin's Trivia a little bit farther on their road to 1K. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and then I'll add a few more names to the wheel. Declan Fans 2020 is taken off. Very good. I've got to plug in my phone. And if anybody wants to reach out to me at all on Instagram, it's all one word, Tuber Chat. If anybody's not connecting the right way in the chat or watching short videos and things like that, or you're having trouble swapping playlists, you can reach out to me here. I can take care of it discreetly in the chat and try to get everybody on the same page. Usually that kind of thing is just a simple misunderstanding and easily fixed. What I wish is for everybody to be able to have a great time here in Tuber Chat, even though our rules are very strict. That way, when you're out in other live streams that are similar to Tuber Chat, you're able to maximize your time and continue to grow your channel even when you're not here. And MinerZach123 has 84 subscribers. So sometimes you find that you go into growth streams similar to Tuber Chat, and what happens is YouTube takes away some connections within the next 24 to 48 hours. We never wish that for anybody, but it's YouTube doing it. It's not necessarily anybody's fault directly. We have to do everything we can to support each other while we're connecting here, which means watching longer videos than I talk about, better comments than I talk about, and subscribing, making sure that notification bell is on, adding more videos to your watch later list and things like that, so you can really support other creators. I find that channels with less than 100 subscribers are getting hit the hardest. So whenever we come across a channel like that, consider doing even more for them. Particularly, any channel with less than 1,000 subscribers has a discussion tab available. We can go over here and leave a comment on the discussion tab, and that might help as well. Hopefully you'll do a better job than me. No emojis this time because I just want to speed it up. But there you go. You can always leave a comment on somebody's discussion tab. It will disappear when they eventually get the community tab over 1,000 subscribers. But that can really help. You know, we have to do, like I said, everything we can to support each other. And then, yeah, Sterling Speaks and Adventure says there's still 37 million channels on YouTube. So there's enough to choose out there that you don't really have to hate on anybody. You can just move on and go somewhere else if you don't like what you see, or you know, you don't want to be associated with whatever's going on out there. And I hope, you know, over time, all the negativity that comes with all of these social platforms starts to wean its way out. So let's see what we got now that I can add to the wheel. Bella and Edward, if you're still here with us, baskets can be added to the wheel. Ecstasy is already on there. Oh, playlist. Ecstasy's willing to swap playlists, so if anybody wants to do that, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, so if anybody wants to swap playlists, just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists, and other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that, please reach out to them. Don't be shy. And that's a great way. It's the one legitimate thing we can do to pump our hours up. Now, I know we did look at this channel. I think I took an 11-minute video from you, didn't I? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I took one of these. Actually, I know how to look. We'll look at my watch later list and see what happened here. There you are, right there. Yeah, so we did already look at this channel. So I'm going to move on quickly. But I've already got one of your videos in my watch later list. So in the next 24 hours, we'll officially be connected. Corinne's life, would you be crazy to go to Tim Hortons in freezing rain or snowstorm? So I'll tell you, as a matter of fact, this morning I went to Tim Hortons myself, and the reason why is because I drink a Monster energy drink for breakfast every single day. I know I shouldn't, but I do it anyway, right? And I forgot last night to put one in the fridge, and I get so unbelievably mad at myself when I do that. So I got up and went out. Now, I ended up going to Tim Hortons because I was already out, but I went out for the purpose of getting my Monster for breakfast. But I understand when people really have to have their Tim Hortons that I don't think it makes somebody crazy. I think it makes you Canadian. And that's it. So, yeah, looks like everybody's doing okay. And Sam's Vlogs train some more. Just testing. Okay. I will get to... Oh, I did promise I was going to spin right away, right? Because we've already seen this channel. Let's spin. Freezing rain. That doesn't stop anybody. Oh, Sif, thank you for coming in. Happy New Year to you too. Thank you for coming in and giving us that Happy New Year wish. Thrill Seeks is another silver member, so their channel was added to the wheel at the beginning of the live stream today. Let's have a look at what they got going on for us. Oh, they actually have a premiere going right now. That's it's too bad we had to miss that, but that's okay. They'll have a brand new video for everybody to connect with them. With 736 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther to 740 and get them a little bit farther on their road to 800. Kai's Way, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. Huntophobia likes monsters as well. Lay's Art Studio, good to have you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Janetti's Corner is the next channel that I'm adding to the wheel. I was just trying to finish a message here. in the chat. We always want to make sure we're leaving long comments. So one of the things we want to make sure is when we're connecting with each other, we always want to be watching long videos, at least 3 minutes. Better for if it's 4, 5, or 6 minutes. Ecstasy's wondering what's Bautissimo's drink. I don't know, unfortunately. Yeah, I wonder if maybe Bautissimo and Nightbot, they get together on the weekend and talk about all the disasters that go on in everybody's live chats. They might need a drink if they figured that out. And then, other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. KK Official, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And what did I think about New Year's resolution? Mr. Fulton Mraz has been on me about coming up with a New Year's resolution, and I haven't officially sat down and just written something out. I don't know what I think. I think I wish that everybody would just spread more positivity and optimism and help each other. And if I can influence that in any way, that's probably it. That's all I really wish for, is just to help as much as possible. And try to encourage other people to help as much as possible, and maybe even inspire people to give a little more help and a little more patience, especially when we're out there in YouTube, visiting live streams and premieres and stuff like that. Got to remember, in chats, we're always dealing with text. It's like text messages or Messenger or Instagram and stuff like this. There's no tone of voice. Sometimes things can look snappy, but they aren't necessarily. So I'm hoping everybody can just have patience for 2021, give each other the benefit of the doubt, and again, just hopefully spread more positivity and optimism. And then we always want to be sure, like I was saying, that we're watching long videos. I say 3 minutes, but you can make it 4, 5, or 6 minutes. That's even better. And then leaving lengthy comments so that they don't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filter. We don't want you to lose all your connections. The other thing, too, is here in Tuber Chat, it's not a sub for sub network, but everybody is expecting to subscribe to your channel. They are also expecting you to subscribe to theirs. So you must be of the mindset of giving much more than you expect to receive for anything to work here in Tuber Chat as well. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, isn't that ridiculous? Purple Tube is saying, YT took your subscription to your boyfriend back and you know it wasn't you. He's a mod and have had him for years now. And then YouTube can take anyone at any time. That's absolutely true. As a matter of fact, a couple of months ago when this all started, Kristen and I woke up one day, she wasn't subscribed to me or Tuber Chat. That's ridiculous. She's a member and a moderator here. And we've been dating for many years. So it's something else, but YouTube can really mess up a lot of connections, and we just have to be doing as much as we can for other creators. You know, I promise you're going to get everything you want out of YouTube if you just stay and you just consistently put out content. But what can speed it up is supporting others. Imagine if your channel had 100 true friends, and I'm not talking about 1,000 subscribers, but 100 people who actually cared about your channel and your success and were happy for you. When you put out videos, they try to be there for your premieres. They always give you comments and likes and things like that, so that every video you put out gets at least 100 views the first day. Wouldn't that be a wonderful world? And your channel would have such a strong, solid foundation. So the idea is, if you're out there doing that for others, you will eventually have enough people doing that for you. And it's the friendships that are made that really give our channels the strong, solid beginnings that they need. Someday when you have over 10,000 subscribers, your channel will grow on its own, and then you can choose to speed that up or let it ride or whatever you want to do. But until we get to 10,000, it still takes work. So my hope is that everybody here cares more about other creators' channels and understands all the different things we have to do. We're all in the same boat. We all have to edit edit our videos. We have to render. We go through expenses with our computers and our phones and our cameras, and mistakes happen and bloopers happen and everything else. We're all doing the same thing. So when you keep that in mind, everybody else is going through the same thing you are. It might be harder for some people in some ways. So hopefully we can all encourage each other, help each other, and that's truly what makes these things grow. That's why Tuber Chat is getting so busy now, is because, you know, I've tried to support as many people as I can, and we have a wonderful community of people who have that mindset. That's why it continues to grow. Some channels come in, they leave right away because it's not for them, and that's fine. And then we have a lot of channels that come and stay or come back, you know, and we see the fruits of our labor. Every week we see more and more channels moving. And then Mr. Fulton Mraz has an important interview coming up this week. They've actually been doing a lot of interviews. They did one lately with myself and with Kristen Welton separately as well. And then even Sam's Vlogs Trains and More has had some ridiculous disconnects taken away by YouTube. So, and then KK Official, I'm going to remove that message because here everybody is expected to be honest. We don't have to remind each other to dance the right way and bake the right way and all that stuff. Everybody in Tuber Chat is expected to be genuine, and the community, as you hear me tell stories, you'll get an idea of how that is already working here. So I don't bother with a lot of reminders and stuff like that. Because Tuber Chat's rules and things are so strict, anybody who's not going to be genuine really can't stand to put up with this because they want to move faster. You know, if you want 50 subscribers a day, I don't know how to make that happen and have YouTube keep them. I'll be very honest with you. If you want 10 or 20 and you've got 2 to 2.5 hours to spend, we know how to do that. We do it here in Tuber Chat every day. But it requires being genuine, and those who are not end up leaving anyway, so we don't have to worry about that here. We're looking at Baskets right now. They've actually got 2 channels. Baskets Resale is the other one. They were previously featured on Tuber Chat, of course, because of generosity that we saw here in the chat. So, Purple Tube, going to start writing people down so you can check if they're still with them. Yes, as a matter of fact, I haven't mentioned that yet, and I try to mention it, and I forget most of the time, but it's a great point that you make, Purple Tube. One of the ideas you can do when you head into a growth stream like Tuber Chat, and including here, is make a note of every person that you connect to, whether you got to do it on a app or write it down. I still use pen and paper for my notes, and then what you can do is in the next 24 to 48 hours, you can check if you lose subscribers. You can go to anybody that's got their subscriptions public and see if you're still in their subscriptions list. This is why I recommend to everybody to keep their subscriptions public anyway, because when you tell somebody you've subscribed to them, they can go into your subscription, see themselves there, and know that you're telling the truth. And then Unmasked Lifestyle, forgive me, I skipped over your message, but positivity and optimism, yes. And I appreciate your, but you're absolutely right. Yes, positivity and optimism is great things. I just wish that for everybody. It's easy for me to sit here and speak, you know, positively and motivating, but I promise you, the things that get to you on YouTube get to me as well. The only difference is, hopefully everybody's of the same mindset, but I can tell you this. I decided not to quit before I started. And luckily I had a couple of years of experience before I worried about my own channel, certainly before Tuber Chat, to know what I was probably getting into. I still get surprised. I still am amazed, as everybody probably is, with some of the things that go on in YouTube. But with positivity and optimism, we can continue to grow and then hopefully eventually thrive. And the same thing you do on your channel. Oh, KK Official is another channel that allows people to connect the way we do here in Tuber Chat. So I'm hoping everybody will check them out. That's a brand new connection for Tuber Chat today, but it's great to have you here. And then hopefully you'll meet some new friends and family members for your channel, and then they'll get a chance to hit you up and grow over in your live streams as well. And then thanks, Jack Dawson. So other than that, looks like everybody's doing okay. This is Janetti's Corner, another generous creator who has reached out to me offline as well. We talk on Instagram, I believe, and is able to share ideas and other positivity as well. And anybody can reach out to me anytime on the other social networks. Typically, Instagram is the best way to get a hold of me. I'm also big on Facebook, but Twitter is also something I'm connected to. So whether it's something that you need to address in the chat with people not connecting right or having trouble with playlists, or if you just want to talk YouTube and have ideas or want to bounce ideas off each other and stuff like that, I'm always up for that. And it's always Tuber Chat, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Reddit. Queen and a Boss is up here now. TWTTV we looked at, didn't we? TWTTV, did we look at your channel today? Or am I wrong about that? I meant to put a Queen and a Boss on the wheel. Let's get them on the wheel. And we'll spin. We'll get another channel up, and then I'll keep adding names to the wheel. The Tyler Show, good to see you here. And then Declan Fans 2020, think you should make a music video on all of your YouTube supporters. We say we're talking about you guys that connect with us. That could be a great idea, Declan Fans 2020. You have to make the right decision for your channel. But anything that is supportive of other creators, of course, is going to get you some automatic attention, right? Whenever you do a shout-out video of any kind, and if you have creative ideas like what Declan Fans 2020 is talking about right now, that's great as well. When Tuber Chat is featured in a shout-out video, whether it's a video specifically for us or a video that contains 5 or 10 channels and we've been included, we always put it on our front page. So we have 2 shelves for that. You can find lots of shout out videos like that, but you're guaranteed activity that way. So if you do a shout out video with 10 creators in it, you're going to get 10 creators who will definitely watch that video. They will probably share it. You're almost guaranteed likes and comments on it, and that can give a little bit of a push to that particular video. I don't know if videos like that can actually go viral and get millions of views, but what you can do is build your bond with the other creators, build your support system, and then what happens is you might gain subscribers from those videos, and then as well they'll be around when you do have an idea that can go viral. They'll be there for that, able to give it a push for you. So these are just thoughts. And pardon me while I just look at something here. Yeah, don't rush it, KK Official, absolutely. That's why lately I've started adding into my speech that here in Tuber Chat, you can typically find 10 or 20 new friends and family members if you're here for a full 2.5 hours. My guess is about 10 per hour, if you're moving fast but doing it the right way, because I always recommend watching 3-minute videos. So when you think about the fact that it takes a minute or two just to get in touch with somebody, let them know that you're going to connect or you have connected or whatever, not to mention going and watching that 3-minute video, or hopefully more. Hopefully you're watching 4, 5, or 6 minutes, adding another video to the watch later, hitting the thumbs up, coming up with a meaningful comment, and getting the notification bell on, making sure you haven't missed anything. Then, you know, it can take like 5, 6 minutes to connect with a creator. That's why I say about 10 an hour is probably the fastest you should be going. If you're going faster than that, probably going to lose connections, and I don't wish that for anybody. Eating with Miss P is an extremely supportive creator. She has 3 channels. This is Solaria Perryman. She's supportive both of myself personally and of the Tuber Chat community. She happens to be a silver member, so her channel was added to the wheel at the beginning of the live stream today automatically. With 1,500 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther and get her moving on that road to 1,600. And then, okay, thank you, Declan Fans 2020. Sterling's Makes an Adventure. So if you shout out channels, the best idea is to let them know. So if I intend eventually on doing shout out videos on Tuber Chat, but on my personal channel, I've done a couple, but I just reached out to every creator on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter and let them know that there was a video that featured them. And then, you know, if you run into people in other live streams, stuff like that, you can let them know as well. And then you'll get everybody coming for that kind of thing. Scratch and Pete has done the same thing. Lots of creators in the house have done shout-out videos. Kristen Welton has done it and this and that. And then, so it looks like everybody's doing okay. And then, thank you. The LS crew just shared us out, so thank you. And hopefully your food is going to give you lots of energy so you can meet new friends and family members. So we're looking at Carrie Beth next. This is a creator that's been with Tuber Chat. I've been connected to Carrie Beth for a year now. And, you know, she's still connected with me both on my personal channel and here on Tuber Chat. But she was previously featured, and actually quite some time ago, many months ago, and she's been here ever since. But with 2,200 subscribers, she is monetized and still willing to swap playlists with other creators. But she's an extremely dynamic creator, and as you can see from the branding on her channel, first of all, she does the featured channels collaboration that I talk about, but as well, her branding is just spectacular, not to mention her editing skills. There's a lot to be learned and inspired by from this channel, as well as entertained by. So I'm hoping everybody will rally around this channel, get Carrie Beth moving a little bit closer on her road to 2,300. And the LS crew's just eating some KFC. Very cool. Let me think about what I can do about adding a couple more names to the wheel. Let's get Scratch and Pete on there, and Kira Welton, a couple of our moderators. The Coach Plays, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. This is your first time with Tuber Chat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. So let's spin, and I will put another channel on the screen, and then we'll get another couple of names on the wheel. Oh, that's a close one there, but it's going to be Scratch and PPA. 1Beats9, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. This is your first time with Tuber Chat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. And again, we have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. A Queen and a Boss is just talking about swapping playlists. So everybody here in the chat is free to swap playlists if you would like to. And so what that entails, it's a simple collaboration you can make with any creator that's willing, and you're just going to run a playlist of their videos. They're going to run a playlist of yours. You're not obligated to sit and watch every second of every video. You're not even obligated to comment or like them. But if you can do as much as possible for a creator as possible, that's always recommended, of course, right? As you wish would be done for you. But because you don't have to watch, you can run it when you sleep, when you eat, when you work, when you go out, or in another window on a computer or another device if you have one. And you can imagine that if you have a playlist of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20 hours or more, getting a lot of other creators to run that playlist for you is really going to pump your hours up. It's the one legitimate thing we can do to speed up our watch hours. But there's two other big benefits, and it's the reason why I talk about it and push it so hard on Tuber Chat all the time, is because once you've traded favors with a creator, you're giving a friendship the opportunity to start and hopefully flourish. And that's what we're really here for. That's what Tuber Chat is, a meeting place so that you can make friends that truly will care about your success and want to see you succeed. And then as well, if you think about it, when somebody's running a playlist, they are running 100% of the length of every single video, which pumps up your averages on how much of a percentage of each video is being watched. So that's another really magical bonus as well. And then so, hopefully everybody otherwise is doing okay. And then the LS crew, oh, how to make a YouTube banner. Yes, okay. So if you'd like to, let's say in about a half an hour, if you're still here, I will do that on Canva, and we'll make a banner. And then okay, I'm just trying to catch up on the chat here. And then, wow, Chrissy L., thank you so much for your membership. For that reason, I'm going to put you up next. Scratch and Pete is our dedicated and beloved moderator. And as you know, here in Tuber Chat, we don't have a lot of moderators. I take that very seriously. So Kristen and Kira live with me, so they are moderators here in the chat. Kristen is also a member. But Scratch and Pete is a dedicated moderator, as is Michael's Adventures. Scratch and Pete and Michael's Adventures are two of the most supportive creators that I have met in all my years on YouTube, which now is approaching, I think, 4 years. So I'm hoping everybody will rally around this channel and get Scratch and Pete PA to 190 subscribers, which must be on their mind right now, and push them a little bit closer on their road to 200. The next channel that we're going to look at, Chrissy L, because you just gained a membership, so thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. And you are a new connection for Tuber Chat. Let me just make sure I'm matching the avatar to make sure I've got the right channel. Here it is. Yes. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'm looking for something around 10 minutes, and I will add it into my watch later list. I'll take this 11-minute one. I'll add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I will watch that video in full in the next 24 hours. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment for you. I'll give you a thumbs up, of course. We should always be doing that for each other. And I'll subscribe and I'll turn your notification bell on to make sure that that connection sticks. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat. I'm sure you are now that you've become a member. But hopefully you have the bell on as well so you don't miss the further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. As a silver member, you're going to get a guaranteed feature on every single live stream. Lately, what I've been doing is putting silver member channels onto the wheel at the beginning of the live stream automatically, so that's what you can expect for the next month. And Thrill Seeks, yeah, it was interesting. We actually had your channel up while your premiere was running. So that was ironic, but it was very cool. Thank you, the LS crew. I appreciate that. Now, hopefully, like I said, if you could stick around for another half hour, I will go on Canva and actually make a banner for LS crew, let's say, and then we'll go through the process about how easy it is to do that for free. I've done tutorials for Canva on my personal channel, but it took me an hour to get through the tutorial for something that actually only takes 5 minutes to do. So I'll try to do it much faster today and show everybody how fast and easy it can be to make a banner if you need to, or even thumbnails on Canva. Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More, thank you for your super chat. Of course, I really do appreciate that. Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More has now become our stream boss, which is very, very cool. And 1Beats9, thank you very much. Hopefully you're meeting some new friends and family members here as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. PF Wang's question, what if someone about to leave a thumbs down? Isn't that engagement too? Don't do it, just asking. So one of the thoughts possibly is the idea that it might be better than nothing. Not exactly, right? Because, a thumbs down, obviously, nobody ever wants that, right? And it is what it is. But the opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference, right? If you truly didn't care, you wouldn't do anything at all. But you cared so much that you had to leave that thumbs down, which means that that creator got to you in some way. And so that's just a thought. It is engagement, but I never recommend that. And now we got another one. So anyway, the truth is, if you have an account, not you, but if somebody has an account and all they're doing is going around thumbs downing, like a lot of creators, Tuber Chat was under attack for a while there. I think we still are now, actually. But what happens is these creators go and they make a bunch of fake accounts and they thumbs down as much as they can and this and that. But when YouTube knows that they're doing that constantly, every account is marked in the algorithm. YouTube knows what's going on. And then what happens is a lot of times those thumbs down end up disappearing anyway and they don't count. So it doesn't matter. But you just got to try not to let that stuff get to you. And eventually, I promise you, everybody's going to get thumbs down. And here's the thought. Wait until you have 10,000 subscribers or 100,000. You know how many thumbs down you're going to get? You're going to get more thumbs down than you could count. So it doesn't matter. And, you know, it is, I hope here nobody ever does do that to each other. And I hope everybody is always giving thumbs up. So as you can see, now we need them more than ever. So if you haven't already given a thumbs up, then of course I'll appreciate it. If you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. And it only takes a moment, but it really does help the stream. It always helps YouTubers when you do that, so I hope that you will. And forgive me, TWTTV, while I block your channel here, but there we go. So we got, oh, actually, so somebody just took their thumbs down off, and we also lost the thumbs up. That's interesting. But anyway, so we've got 91 right now. So if everybody in the chat who hasn't already given a thumbs up, maybe we can make it close to 100. We don't always get 100, but yesterday we had like a record day, so we got like 120 or something like that. But it's always a nice thing, right? But I'll appreciate that. And then, yeah, thank you, PF Wangs. It, you know, it is what it is, right? But I try not to give too much attention to it. I'm always happy to talk about it because I don't want anybody to put too much weight behind the idea. When people are giving thumbs down, like, that says a lot about them and not about you. So it's no big deal, you know, and I promise you, like I said, if they're out giving thumbs down all the time, YouTube knows. So here's the thing. If you make an account and you go out and you thumbs down all the time and you never do that account again, YouTube will take them away. If you go out and you thumbs down everybody and that's all you ever do, YouTube will take them away. So it's a laugh. It's a joke. It just looks stupid for a little while. So, you know, let me ask you this. So whoever's watching right now, completely obsessed with Tuber Chat or me or whatever, giving thumbs down right now, for instance, we've got 95 thumbs up and 4 thumbs down. So do you think your thumbs down even matter? Unfortunately not. But the Slime Boss, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We've got a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. And then Tina Talk Show, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Not to mention, so there's a million ways to look at it, and I don't want to harp on it too much. Let me spin so we can get another channel up here. So as a thought, if somebody's going at that far that has to give you a thumbs down, every time you see one, you can think to yourself, somebody is jealous of you for some reason. Because I think it's absolutely true. If somebody cannot control themselves, what they would do if they really hated you and really didn't want you to succeed is just get off your channel and never give you another view. But you get a view for every thumbs down you get, that's for sure. And then giving the thumbs down, like I said, it can be considered engagement. I'm not a YouTube Google engineer, unfortunately, so I don't know the truth about how they weigh them in the system, but I know that it doesn't matter. But anyway, okay, so Kira Welton, this is my BFF forever. This is Kristen Welton's daughter. She's always in the chat as a moderator, but we live together in Niagara Falls, Canada. So, like I said, that makes her my BFF forever. She's always with us as a moderator in the chat. She's got her own channel doing her own thing. And then, and there you go. So Moz6510 is just saying, problem is a dislike means nothing. Is it a dislike for the channel or a dislike of the video, dislike of the content? But it's still an engagement, which is true. It is engagement. So at least they've done something for you. But the other thing, too, is, so for those of you who've been here for a while now, when you see over the last, I don't know, month or so, right, Tuber Chat's been getting thumbs down on almost every live stream. And when that happens, I know I was under attack a little bit, so I reached out to a couple of creators on Instagram, and it slowed down a little bit, but there's a couple new ones, I think, here now or whatever, right? They can't stop watching. They can't get away. With 37 million channels to choose from on YouTube, and that's only if you're on YouTube, not to mention you only live once. How much time do you want to waste listening to me talk? That's what I don't understand. If you're not getting value, why would anybody watch this? But they have to, I guess. And you can look at it that way as well. There's a million ways to look at that. And then LS Crew Live, thank you for coming in. Oh, is that who's doing it? Isn't it interesting? We just got another thumbs down just as LS Crew Live came in. Thank you for coming in. Huh, that's interesting. We'll have to see what happens with that. That may not be a real account. Oh, here they go, yeah. I think what they're doing is making new accounts and doing it over and over again. They're changing their name on Instagram and everything else. Something must be really wrong over there. Anyway, this is Kira Welton, 348 subscribers. So by all means, I think we can get her to 350 today, and then a little bit farther on that road to 400. And Kira Welton has her own channel. She's doing her own thing. So I'm hoping that she can... and then we're hoping she can get some regular activity going on her channel again. We are looking forward to weekly either live streams or videos from Kira over the next long while. And I'm just looking at my list to see what I can do about adding names to the wheel before I spin the wheel. And then KK Official, we don't do any self-promotion here. So I just knocked that one message out, because the idea here is that you reach out to other creators and support them, and then they will come and show you lots of support, not just today. So we don't ask anybody to come to our channel, and we don't ask anybody for, check us out and stuff like that. And then, yeah, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. It's interesting that this LS crew's been coming in with I don't know how many accounts today already. Not to mention they said something about being banned on the live stream yesterday, but they were here. So it's interesting. I'm just looking at what I can do for adding names to the wheel before I spin. Let's see who's still here. Calming Mind Meditations is still here. Okay, let's spin. We'll get another channel up and I'll keep looking. I'm not sure if Purple Tube is still here. Maybe not. Ecstasy is coming up right now. This is another creator that's been back with Tuber Chat again and again. Look at this. They've got 490 subscribers. So I'm sure we can push this channel maybe even all the way to 500 to get them halfway on that road to 1K right now. Let's talk about it with Anita. Is she still with us? Yep. Let's talk about it with Anita. Is coming up right now. We looked at Charities Media. Huntophobia. Are they still with us or no? No, they might have gone out. Chilled Moon was only here for a moment. Classy Cookery still in the house. And I'll get one more. Retsam TV. Okay. Then I will spin. We'll get another channel up here. And like I said, Ecstasy. Hopefully we can push that channel a little bit farther before Bautissimo comes back. Oh, Huntophobia, you are here. Okay. We'll get Huntophobia on the wheel. You can take the place of Calming Mind Meditation in a moment. Calming Mind Meditations is a channel that's back with Tuber Chat again and again. And this, again, is another channel with less than 100 subscribers right now. They got 50, so they're halfway there. But I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther because, like I said, the channels that are under 100 subscribers are getting hit the hardest by the YouTube purges where they keep taking subscribers away. So hopefully we can rally around this channel and move them a little bit farther. Okay, I had enough of that. The LS crew, you can reach out to me on Instagram if you want to talk about coming back in. But I think it's enough today with coming in with different accounts. I don't know what you're doing, but I get thumbs down every time you come in. So we could talk on Instagram because we're already connected there. And then, oh, I missed your message, Corinne's Life. Let me have a look. Was it here in the chat? Oh my dear. Corinne's Life. That's very interesting. Oh, the African Humanist. Are they back in the house? I didn't see you slip in here. I see somebody mentioning you. Maker Viking, good to have you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yes, the African Humanist. Thank you for coming back today. We're going to look at Retsam TV. So this is a new connection for Tuber Chat. So, I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I will do is I will take one of your latest videos, and I usually look for something around 10 minutes. PF Wangs, you're not blocked. Sterling's Makes It Adventures as well into swap playlists. PF Wangs, it might just be that YouTube is glitching a lot right now. Not just here in Tuber Chat, but in a lot of different live streams. So you might find yourself having a little bit of trouble with that. If you can, just try rejigging your comment and see if it does anything. If you keep having a problem, just let me know in a couple of minutes and I'll add you to the approved users list. And then Retsam TV. So forgive me, I was halfway through my speech. So I usually look for a 10-minute video. I'm going to take this 1050 right here, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I'll watch that video in full, and then I will leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, and then I'll subscribe and turn on your bell notifications, of course. In that way, I'll make sure that the connection sticks. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now, and you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And then let's talk about it with Anita. Oh, did we look at her channel already? No, we didn't look at it, but I did talk about her when she came in. Let's talk about it with Anita. Is an extremely supportive creator, both of myself and of Tuber Chat, but as well, she's a very much loved and well-respected member of the small YouTuber community at large, as well as here in the Tuber Chat community. So, I'm hoping everybody will rally around this channel. She always is spreading positivity and optimism. I run into her all the time supporting other creators. And we're hoping that we can push her to maybe even 680 subscribers today. And maybe even a little bit farther, get her closer on that road to 700. And that will be great if everybody can rally around that channel. And there we go. So we actually did it. So thank you everybody who has been helping with this. But we've actually got over 100 thumbs up right now. So thank you for that. I'd love a few more, of course. Who wouldn't? Love as many as possible. It helps push the channel through the algorithm a little bit, and that kind of thing I believe is what's helping a little bit of the push that YouTube gives with impressions, right? How many times YouTube shows your channel to people on the homepage or their subscription feed and stuff like that as a suggested video, so that you end up getting more traffic. Dakota Patti, you're not blocked. You've been here the whole time. YouTube is glitching. So yes, so forgive me. For anybody that's watching the chat right now, if you're having trouble chatting, it's not that you're blocked. It's that YouTube is probably glitching. If you're blocked, you know you are. if it's YouTube glitching, this happens in a lot of different live streams right now. It's happening everywhere. YouTube is just, I don't know what the problem is, why so many things are not working properly, and they don't seem to be rushing to fix all of this stuff. It doesn't mean that you're blocked. If you're having trouble chatting, just please rejig the sentence that you're saying. Try taking out punctuation. Don't use emojis, stuff like that. Just try to reword what you're trying to say, and then hopefully it will come through. One of the biggest things that hopefully hosts can do if you're live streaming is keep your chat on live chat, not top chat. That helps. And if you wonder if your messages are getting removed, just switch back and forth while you're typing. Like, you know, type a message, switch back and forth. If your message disappears, nobody can see it. And so, yeah, Corinne's Life is agreeing. YouTube's got a lot of issues right now. Now, some of it might just be, first of all, this past year, there's been more people online than anybody anticipated. So the servers are just getting, like, you know, beaten to death. But as well, the Christmas holiday has, you know, anybody who wasn't already online is online for these 2 weeks, right? All the people don't have school. A lot of people don't have work and stuff like that, so they're hitting personal sites and things for entertainment like YouTube even harder. I'm guessing that that's a part of the problem, but it's only a guess. And then, and then, thank you, Purple Tube, for mentioning that. And then, yeah, so one of the things we can always do is not talk about thumbs down. I know I went into a long speech about it today because, you know, I just wanted to mention it while it was happening. But when you have to deal with negativity in your live streams, you just don't want to mention it at all. So especially if you're in a live stream and you're chatting, don't even mention thumbs down when it comes up. It's, you know, it's nice that we all encourage each other to give thumbs up, but any negativity, if somebody's watching, like, you know, trolls are obsessed. Of course, they're watching you. They can't take their eyes off and this and that. But they might forget, actually, sometimes to do some of the horrible things that they want to do. We don't want to remind them, and we don't want to drag any more thing. And you also don't want them to know that they're getting to you, because that entices even more, you know. Obviously, somebody's incredibly obsessed with Tuber Chat today, but it doesn't matter. They'll forget about us someday. It's like everything else, you know. Whoever was bullying you in your 3rd grade class isn't bullying you anymore, I hope. So, Mr. Fulton Mraz, with 1,800 subscribers, happens to be an extremely generous creator. For that reason, they were featured on Tuber Chat a long, long time ago. They've been here, actually, since the beginning. And they always share for Tuber Chat. They're known for that, as well as doing a lot of interviews where they promote other channels. Pardon me just for 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry for that. And Mr. Fulton Mraz, like I said, with 1,800 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, get them on the road to 1,900, and a little bit closer to the next major goal, which is 2K. And then, yeah, Purple Tube, where possible. It's not so much of a problem here in Tuber Chat, because we're here to talk about that stuff. But in other live streams, yeah, we always want to keep that in mind, right? So let's see what else we could do here about adding names to the wheel. Nikki Nichols can be added right now. I'll see what more I can do. And then, so the channel that was talking to us about doing a banner today is not here for the rest of today. I don't know whether they'll be back tomorrow or not. I'll have to see what happens. But in the meantime, if anybody wants me to do the tutorial where I go through Canva to make a banner, then I'll be happy to do it. It's the same process as making a thumbnail, but I can do it if you want. And everybody could just, if you want to just mention to me whether you'd like me to do that, just say so in the chat. I'll do it. If not, then we'll skip it for today. Mr. Fulton Mraz, there you are. You're back, but your channel's already on the screen. I'm just looking through my list to see what else I can do about adding names to the wheel here. Purple Tube, we didn't have your channel up yet, did we? I thought I put you on the wheel. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I was wrong about that. We've seen most channels. Huntophobia is still there. A Queen and a Boss has been on there the whole time. KK Official, maybe. Let's see. I'm not sure if you're still here. Maybe not. Do you need to have words in a thumbnail? There's actually lots of videos out there. If you type in like how to make a thumbnail that pops or how to make amazing thumbnails or whatever, you'll get a lot of like tutorials, right? So one of the things that they say is a close-up of a human face helps. It can make a thumbnail very clickable, but it's not always the case. My best performing video, my #1 video has... is of a tablet review, and it doesn't have me on it at all. It does have words, but that's because of what the tablet is. The next most popular video that I have personally does have words on the thumbnail, but the thumbnail was done very deliberately. And I'm just trying to think of the other channels that I manage. Most of them happen to have words on the thumbnails, but they don't have to. So your thumbnail and your title are meant to accent each other. So if there's words you'd like to use in the title, but it doesn't make sense because it makes it too long or rejigs the sentence, you can put the title on the you can put a couple of words on the title to give it some wow factor, and then have the title accent that. So it's a thought. The best idea is always to experiment, right? And try different things. And then you hopefully keep track of your analytics. You'll get to know what your audience wants, because there's very few answers on YouTube that are the same for everybody. There are some universal truths for all of us, but a lot of the stuff you have to deal with your channel is always going to be individual, because like somebody who runs a construction company and somebody who runs a restaurant are going to need very different thumbnails. Somebody who plays video games needs very different thumbnails, right? So it's a thought. Thrillseek says they want to see the tutorial, so I'll probably do that. And then the Denike Ali is asking about it yet. Your girlfriend hasn't been on the wheel yet, Mr. Fulton Raz, but I don't think she's been in here very much. I put channels on the wheel based on how long they're here and how much they're interacting with everybody. Thank you, Maker Viking. Thank you very much. And there you go. Yeah. So Moz6510 has thumbnails with words, no faces, which is fine. Again, it doesn't necessarily mean that, having a face on a thumbnail is best for everybody all the time. You have to make the right decision for your channel. The other thing, too, is if you look at other channels that are in your niche, if you have one, or other people that are doing videos that are similar to what you're doing, if you have a variety channel like myself, then you can get inspiration from other people without outright copying, of course, right? But, it's hard for anybody to design a thumbnail these days that hasn't been done before. Like I said, there's 37 million channels or whatever it is on YouTube now. So the number of videos compared to how many channels, I can't imagine somebody's going to come up with an idea for a thumbnail that hasn't been done before. Thrill Seeks, yeah, you've been on the wheel because you're always on the wheel. As a silver member, you always get a guaranteed feature. But right now, what I've been doing for that is putting the channels on the wheel at the beginning of the live stream. And then the niche definitely is relevant, if that's what you meant to say. So it's great to have a niche. And what I recommend for people, if you were to ask me, like, I'm starting a YouTube channel, what should I do? Or I need some video ideas, right? What you can do if you don't have a specific thing that you intend to do is start a variety channel like my own, use it for experimentation, try different things and film everything you could think of. And then when something starts to really move for you and you start to get known for something, break off into a second channel, which I've done. As you see, Tuber Chat is very much its own thing. It's meant for one thing, which is to help people with channels that are just starting out or have less than 10,000 subscribers to grow. That's it. That's all we're here for. If somebody comes with 100,000 subscribers, I would say you're probably not going to get value out of your time here. If, you have a variety channel, you can try different things, then break off into a niche. I've done this for other people as well as for myself. If you already have a great idea, like if you're a chef, by all means, start a cooking channel. If you're a personal trainer, start a fitness channel, would be my recommendation. But ultimately, you want to do something that you love because you're going to have to do a lot of it. And most channels, I say, put out your first 100 videos and then see how you feel about it, because you may or may not feel the same later as you do right now. So let's, this is Classy Cookery. I don't know if they're still here with us. 2,660 subscribers, which is great. This channel is moving along nicely. They've got quite a bit of entertaining stuff here. And I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer on their road to 2,700. So, Team Gravely's still here. Very good. I don't think I've seen Team Gravely before. I think you're a new connection for Tuber Chat, right? I think you're here for the first time today. So I'm going to start rifling through these channels really, really fast now, because I want to hurry up and get to our tutorial. Tuber Chat usually lasts about 2.5 hours. Oh, and as a matter of fact, we got to move it today because we're already scheduled to do a raid after. So let's move it fast. Here's Nikki Nichols. I'm going to get my other window ready to go here. Nikki Nichols has been with Tuber Chat again and again with 371 subscribers. For sure, we can push this channel a little bit closer to the 380 that they're looking for, and a little bit closer on that road to 400. Grow to 100,000 and help with smaller channels. Thrill Seeks, are you asking me what happens if Tuber Chat hits 100,000, or are you asking what happens if you hit 100,000? Because as we start to see, like, so for those of you who don't already know, I'm a professional channel manager, right? That's how I started on YouTube a few years ago. So the first channel that I managed, the biggest one, just hit 10,000 subscribers. It's going to have 11,000 by the end of this month. And when we start to have a lot of channels that we've known, like in the Tuber Chat community, get beyond the 10,000, if everybody wants me to start another channel where I talk about how to go from 10 to 100, then I'll do that, possibly, right? In the meantime, Tuber Chat's meant to be here, like I intend to stay. So if your channels grow to the point that, you get like 20, 30,000 subscribers and the things we talk about in Tuber Chat start to become irrelevant to you, then that's okay. Hopefully as your channel grows, you'll learn the new things that you need to go farther, because there's different fish to fry when you get on the other side of the 10,000 subscribers, I promise you. Anyone really, yeah. So as people grow, there's other channels out there that are going to teach you things that you need to know to get farther, to go from 100,000 to 1 million and all that kind of stuff, if that's what you want. And it's just you got to focus on different things, right? By the time you have 10,000 subscribers, your channel will grow by itself. You really don't have to change. Now you want to just talk about speeding it up. It's the same thing here. Anybody can start a channel, put out one video a week, and if you do it for 5 years, you'll get 1,000 subscribers even without pushing, right? But we do things to speed it up, right? And then you can do the same thing when you get beyond 10,000 subscribers and eventually beyond 100,000 subscribers and stuff like that. And that's a thought too, PF Wangs. Yeah, maybe that's a thought. I'm hoping everybody, always remembers the people who helped them when they were growing. We all know what it's like. All of our channels started with 0, right? And you know what it was like. I hope nobody here has to go through the headache of doing a premiere and having nobody show up. I know what it's like. I did it. I had a premiere. Nobody showed up. And it's hard to believe sometimes, right? When channels eventually get a few thousand subscribers and this and that, it's hard to remember that they might have been at that point. Do a live stream where it's just you and one person talking for an hour, but that happens, right? So I hope everybody remembers, that's all. Peppy's Diary, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I think this is your first time with Tuber Chat, so hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. So forgive me. Now I really have to hurry because we've got to get to, we want to make sure we make our raid. I had Michael's Adventures has a video coming up, and they scheduled it specifically so we could raid at 15 minutes from now. And thank you very much, That Blue Moon. I appreciate that. Taylor Rochester, good to see you here. Oh, and then Lay's Art Studio, one person watching your premieres. Yeah, it can happen, right? And I promise everything gets better. Everything gets better. Everything gets easier. And there's new headaches that come, I promise. When you get, if you haven't got trolls by the time you have 1,000 subscribers, by the time you have 1,500 or 2,000, something will happen. It's almost guaranteed, right? We don't wish it on anybody, but it's a fact. And then, you know, things get better and better. I recommend premieres for channels that have 500 subscribers and more, because at 500 subscribers, there's usually enough people online all the time that your premieres will get a few people. But if you have less than 500, there are chances that you could do a premiere and not have anybody show up, and I don't wish that on anybody. But it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter to you. It's just I don't want you to wish that 10 or 20 people will show up to a premiere and then nobody shows up. If you don't mind, then by all means. So, oh, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce that right. Claymere? I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but thank you for coming in. This is your first time with Tuber Chat. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions a video description that we have, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. I'm laughing at Michael's Adventures comment there. And then thank you very much, that JetLife777. I always appreciate kind words like that. A Queen and a Boss is coming up right now. Let's get this channel up here. 100 subscribers exactly. So I'm hoping everybody will rally around this channel. We'll give her a few more because we want to get that 100 really locked in. We want to make sure that in the next day or two they don't lose any subscribers, which can happen. We want to push them a little bit farther. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, they mean more now than ever, so I hope that you will. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but it only takes a moment, and you don't lose your place, and it really does help the stream, so I'll appreciate it. And there you go. Okay, KK Official did a premiere and had 15 people show up. Very good. I do premieres all the time, and I have different numbers of people that show up, but it's a thought, right? So let's, I'm going to just get ready over here as well. I need another window open. I'm going to get, we'll get right back to, we'll get right back to A Queen and a Boss in a second here. Should have just gone right to the premiere. Here's in 11 minutes. Very good. Here's A Queen and a Boss again, and I'm just going to spin for fun. We're going to get, and then Peppy's Diary, thumbs up, down. Done. That's what you meant to say. Thumbs up, done. Forgive me. I'm going to remove your message, but I appreciate what you meant, I think. Team Gravely, let's get you up on the screen. Now, I forgot. I don't know if I'm actually logged into Canva or if I'm going to have a headache here. Oh, I might not be logged in. Is that going to be a headache for me? I'm going to come back to Team Gravely in a second. I just want to see if I can get this done without a major disaster. I forgot because I haven't used Canva on this computer yet. I got a new computer about a month ago. Okay, it looks like we're in. If you'll have to make an account on Canva. And we'll get back to that in a second. Team Gravely's a new connection for Tuber Chat. I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So I'm going to take one of your videos here. I'll take this 10-minute one, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full in the next 24 hours. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment. Of course, I'll give a thumbs up, I'll subscribe, and I'll hit the notification bell, and in that way I'll make sure the connection sticks. Then hopefully you're connected to Tuber Chat now and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And then okay, let's hop over here. Let's get to, let's see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to get Michael's Adventures. I'm going to put this in the chat. And then, so, we're going to do a raid to Michael's Adventures in a few minutes. I'm going to do the Canva tutorial right now. And then I've pinned that link in the chat so everybody can get to it easily. So this literally is only going to take 10 minutes. So I'm going to show you how easy it can be to use Canva, which is a free app. You saw me log in with Google, which means it's going to be very easy for you. Now, all we have to do is head on to the search here, and we can do YouTube. And I think it's called, yeah, YouTube channel art, right? So you can search for that. It comes up right away. What you're going to find is lots of these banners here, right? They've got lots and lots and lots of them ready. Now you look at them and you wonder, why are they the shape of a thumbnail? That looks weird. But the reason why is because your banner needs to be designed for people to watch on a television or on an app or on, you know, a tablet or a phone or different places. If you set up a live stream and you don't add a thumbnail at that time, it uses your channel art, your channel banner, as the thumbnail. So that's something to keep in mind. Now you'll notice all of these banners have their text and the major important thing right in the middle. That's so that it's always caught, whether it's on an app or a tablet, like a phone or a computer or anything else. Everybody can always see the important information. You want to keep it in this area. But Canva's, what's it called here? Banners have already got that done. So I'm going to choose one that's somewhat simple. I think this is the same one I used the last time we did this, but we'll look at this. Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters, thanks for coming in. She's Finery Beauty, thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not welcoming you earlier. I know another new channel came in. And it was, oh, that's it. She's Finery Beauty. Thank you so much. This is your first time with Tuber Chat. And then Peppy's Diary. Yep, everybody's here to roll. So the best idea is always to reach out to other creators. So when we go on to Canva, they're going to give you all these like notifications and stuff. We really don't have to worry about that. Let's head over here. We're just going to do Tuber Chat. If you wanted to edit the title, so easy. Just double click on it and it's ready to go. And then we're just going to say Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, because we're always here at that time. You're going to do this obviously and probably do a better job than I am, right? But I just want to show you this is how easy. We're done. We're already done. That took 1 minute, if that. So you can do this for your own channel. If you need a banner, it's so simple and easy. And then all we're going to do is click download. It's asking if we want a PNG or a JPEG or whatever. You can change the size if you have premium and this and that. And I'm not going to bother with the scheduling stuff. And then I could just download what I want to my channel if I want to. And then let's go over to, we'll go back here. I'm going to go to my channel and we're just going to look how to upload it. And then Purple Tube uses Pixlr. Yeah, there's a million different places where you can find things like this. You know, I typically use Photoshop for this stuff, but just for the tutorial, I wanted to do this. And then you'll see right now, so in your branding, on our customization tab of YouTube Studio, you go to your branding. Here's our banner image. You've all seen the Tuber Chat one that's already there. We're just going to add the one that we just made. and you see that it's showing you here, you've got information that's viewable on all devices. And then we just add that. I think that's like SpongeBob SquarePants looking letters or something like that. But that's okay. And now we'll try going to the channel. Hopefully it updated right away. There it is. So I'm going to replace the banner after the live stream today. But I did want to show you how that was done. And luckily I didn't make any spelling mistakes either. So thank you for that. And Clymere, thank you very much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, let's just get your channel on the screen as quickly as we can so we can have a look at it. You're going to be a new connection for Tuber Chat. Pretty soon we're going to do a Tuber Chat raid. So the link is already pinned at the top of the chat. I hope everybody will say Tuber Chat raid and then head over there to visit Michael's Adventures for a premiere that's starting in just a few minutes. We are going to keep this live stream going until that premiere starts. But right now we've got Clymere on the chat on the screen here. So with 1,070 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, maybe get them to 1,100. And they've already shown generosity in the chat here, obviously. I'm just going to look for a video. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take this 10-minute video here and add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I will watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up. I'll subscribe and put on your notification bell, of course, in that way making sure that our connection sticks. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So forgive me, everybody, for making that tutorial so fast. But if you want, just mark the time. You know that it's almost at the end of today's live stream. You can go back and watch it again if you need to. If not, I have another tutorial on my personal channel. Forgive me while I hop over there for a quick second. I'm just going to show you. And if I search my channel, I can find the video is called Channel Reviews. This one right here. I should just go back to where the thumbnail was. This one here, Channel Reviews, is how to make a banner in Canva. Or it has it in it anyway. It's a long live stream. And then making a thumbnail with Canva for free is another tutorial that I have, 18 minutes. So it's a little bit longer winded than what we just went through, but you can check those out if you want to. In the meantime, I hope everybody will join us for a Tuber Chat raid over at Michael's Adventures for the premiere that's starting in a couple of minutes. I'm going to leave our live stream running for another moment so everybody can clean up their connections here. Michael's Adventures is just a premiere. It's not a live stream, but you'll be able to continue connecting over there if you want to. Please give a thumbs up on your way out and make sure to give a thumbs up to Michael's Adventures on the way in. Please. And then African New TV, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect. We're just about finished our live stream for today, but we'll be back again tomorrow, 2 hours earlier, and Monday 2 hours earlier than that, and you'll be able to meet as many friends and family members here in the chat as you would like to. So as soon as Michael's Adventures premiere starts, I'll cut the live stream here. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you've spent. I hope your New Year is off to a great start. Thank you for the time that you've spent here in Tuber Chat. And again, our live streams are always Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. The times change so we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And we always set the live streams in advance so that you can be notified and plan if you need to. So thank you, everyone, for the time that you've spent here. And we will see you the next time. Thank you again, everyone.